This is a solar weather update, ladies and gentlemen, on 4:16 p.m. Central Standard Time on January 16th. We are looking at a long-term event mode for a C-class flare. Normally a C-class flare isn't such a big deal. As you can see, we got these little pops that are coming in and out, but this one is a long-term event, which means a lot of X-ray hitting the planet at one shot. Let's come right over here to Space Weather. We're at spaceweatherlive.com, but we're going to come over to Space Weather Prediction Center, and we're going to take a look at our X-ray absorption. It started up here right around 1850 UTC time, which puts us at 1250 Central Standard Time. And as you can see, we're looking at a long-term event. This is a lot of X-ray, just constant blasting on us. So everybody, if you're starting to not feel good, it's because, well, you were getting hit with radiation for a long period of time. We're looking at well over 2 hours worth of pop with it. So yeah, everybody stay safe out there. It's getting a little crazy. And as we can see that our KP index is actually starting to rise. We're looking at a KP4, and it could very well pop back up into a KP5 index here before the day's end. And here we're looking at LASCO C2 and LASCO C3, and we are going to find that we have some missing data. 1648 to 1912 UTC time, that's 448 to 712, so that gives us about 2.5 hours of missing data. So they won't want us seeing what happened. Well, good thing we've got another tool, huh? LASCO C3, and it does the same thing. 1642 to 1906, so about the same amount of missing data. Let's go check out our over here at ISWA, and we're looking at chronograph 2 stereo ahead, and we are at 1609. And we are actually able to gather some of the footage, not a perfect amount every 12 minutes, but at least we can get an idea. So we can clearly, let me shrink this down a little bit so we can see the whole screen. Sorry about that, folks. Back it up a little bit. Right as we're getting to our pop, look at this. We've got a nice round object right here, very round. What are these lights? Just wondering. We can clearly see it kind of came out from around it, and then as you can see, there's a V here, so it's going around something. The plasma is pushing around a large one. Ooh, hello friend, how you doing? Zoom. But with that being said, this one may not necessarily be a planet, but something caused it to go around that. And if you see right here, this looks like it might be our space station. Oh look, we've got a little wedge over here, a little V. But right here, yeah, sorry, I just went squirrel. Right here, we can clearly see there's an object here, and look here. Here's a battle formation. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of them right over here. Look at that. See them? So there is definitely something that's here, and this is probably our space station. So as it was exploding off the left side, those were in a sense its force fields or electromagnetic field, kind of keeping it safe from that. I'm imagining possible, because if you look. If we look here, the object is probably right here, so it's kind of, the shields are here, so the plasma is going around it. And as you can clearly see, there's still a gap here in the plasma. And here it looks like it might have taken a beating there. But then you also got your gap here. Again, this is pixelated, so we can't see a perfectly clear picture. But you can clearly see that there was something here splitting it. So I think that this might be our space station, which was causing the split on this one. Even though it's kind of misleading with this one here, because you can first, oh, there might be, but there's not. I believe that's the space station that's causing it to go around in this particular area, because you don't see the ball or the planet or seconds or whatever. You don't see it out here continuing on in this one. So that's our space station right there, folks. Everybody stay safe out there. Actually, let's go take a look at SDO and see if we can see the event. And here we're looking at 94 angstroms of light over here on the Solar Dynamic Observatory. And right now you can clearly see that we are up here in this region. This is where our C flare happens. We can clearly see that there is some coronal mass ejection with it. So we do have plasma inbound. This is directly Earth facing. That is going to be coming here. So you can see it's up and lit, and she stays lit. Oh, yeehaw. So that one is actually right over here. 2929. 9, 10, 11, 9 to 11, 11. How coincidental could that possibly be? Everybody stay safe out there, folks. Actually, you know what? Let's go take a peek over here and let's see how much plasma we got coming off in red. And here we are looking at 171 angstroms of light, and we're checking this region here. I didn't really see much on the 304, But here we can definitely see plasma being released. We can see the shock wave there. See that coming off? So that was a decent little solar tsunami. Just at least mostly in this region. It didn't go all the way across the surface, so that's good. It means there wasn't a whole lot of power behind it. But with that waving around like that from the filaments, we can absolutely be for certain that filaments did get released and we have plasma inbound. Let's check one more. Let's go check bronze. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking over here at 193 angstroms of light. And we actually do definitely have some plasma inbound, and this was a decent little solar tsunami across the surface. It wasn't major, but it was enough. You can definitely see the waving going on here. You see that? So we do have some filament releasing from that, and that is going to be coming our direction. So, because this is considered Earth facing. It may not be a crap ton, but there's definitely going to be some, especially since the majority of it comes off of this side. Well, retrospective, this being on the western limb, we're actually around over here. So as it comes off this way, it's coming over in our direction. You know, if we're centered on the sun and it's going around, if it whips this way, we're definitely gonna get an impact with it. See that? Oh yeah, we're gonna have some of that. Look at this. This actually comes around and actually kind of opens a coronal hole on this end. That coronal hole wasn't really there before that one popped. Look at that. Yeah, it actually created 2 coronal holes to open up to almost join up with this one. So stay safe out there, folks. I'll keep my eyes open. Remember, love is the only way forward.